We need volunteers to help the schools, to educate the kids. Think about the STEM. Why can't we go out, let's look for some seniors that are master gardeners, understand the food, bring them into the school system. Then you have the kids that are learning, the intergenerational relationship. The kids are learning from the seniors. Now the kids are growing food. And in return, the abundance of food can be given to some of these seniors to eat. That's just one way. So you have food stamps, and then you have the farms that are grown by the kids, so seniors can eat. And then you have the educational part where the kids can learn and also eat. Then you have the social part. They're learning from each other, they're talking to each other, they're eating with each other. Now, getting back to the senior with the $16 and the rent $450, and she has to do necessities, deodorant and stuff like that. It's hard for her to even cook because she has multiple illnesses. So I'm a senior, I can get my farmer's market vouchers, but I can't get to the farmer's market to get the apples and the bananas and the vegetables. I see them, I have them, but I can't get there. I can't drive. So that's another hindrance. That's another challenge for our seniors. So we need to think of ways of how we can help the seniors not only apply for the vouchers, and the Food and Nutrition Program in Jersey City is doing a great job because I got some vouchers from them last year and I disseminated them to the seniors. But we have to help them spend those that $20 that they get or the $25 that they get because they can't get out. Now let's think of, I'm in the house, I'm a senior, and I have whole red food. I can't cut up my vegetables because I may have arthritis. I can't cut up my vegetables because I have a walker. I can't cut up my vegetables because I'm laying in the bed. So we have to think about those seniors that are not that active. How do we get in the homes of those seniors? And by God's willing, or whomever you praise, we will all be a senior. So we have to begin to pay it forward. Because when I become a senior, I want someone to help me. But we have to just let the seniors know that we're just here for you. We're not trying to take over your life. We're just here to help you along the way. And then that shows our kids, wow, my mother is helping her mother or her grandmother, so I'm going to help my mother. And then when they have kids, my kids will help me. Pay it forward. So, I was thinking today of a lot of programs that can help mitigate the seniors and allow them to be healthy. Think about the medication course. And I'm sorry, what is your name again? Yes. Dennis. Dennis, you hit it. You said educating the youth so that they can go out and talk to their friends and talk to other people. You hit it on the nail. If we educate our youth on eating healthier, because some seniors today, they didn't have that appetite of eating healthy, right? So now they have all of these different illnesses. Maybe not due to food, but just over age. But if we begin, Dennis, if you begin that trend, that medication will disseminate as we get older. Active living, good eating, it will disseminate. So I'm a senior advocate. I love joining youth and seniors together. I will be talking to the city on partnering to do more for the seniors and not just the youth. I will be having my own initiatives as well, and I'm willing to collaborate and partner so that we can help our community, because it's not always about one generation. It's about the entire spectrum, and Melanie said it earlier. We have to look at the broader picture. So my piece is the seniors, and then bridging that gap to healthy eating, to socialization, to communication, and to the knowledge and the wisdom that our seniors have. So $16, I started off with $16. $16 is not enough for, say, my grandmother to live off of 1 month, $16. So we can't and we should not just rely on the government, but we need to rely on our local communities. We educate our youth. We go out and we bridge the gap so that we all can eat healthier. And that's all I have to say.
Why don't you talk about your book?
Okay, my book.
What's your book?
All right, I'll show you. So my book, I was my grandmother's main caregiver, and she passed away due to low kidney failure. And she decided that she did not want to go to a nursing home. So I said, okay, I will do what I can. I helped my uncle, because my mom passed away prior. And I asked the doctor, what can I do to help her? And he said, watch what she eats. The sodium, because of her kidneys, the potassium. So what I did, I started to prepare her food, but I kept her involved. I did not want my grandmother to think that I was taking over her life. Granny, what is it that you like to eat? So we sat down once a week and we talked about the foods. I went shopping, and then I would prepare her food 2-3 days in advance because I was working full time. And she was able in the beginning to get up and get the food, or the homemaker knew, because I left her a note. The homemaker knew what to feed her when she got there. So this book, I'm not a nutritionist, but this book allowed me to further my relationship with my grandmother. We sat at the table and we actually had conversations. Not a lot of people have that conversation at the table because, you know, we have this technology, so we're probably sitting in the living room watching TV, probably eating. Not everyone. But this book allowed me to understand where my grandmother came from. She helped me grow, and I talk about just the stories when I would cook for her and she would crap on my cooking, or she was like, oh, you didn't cook this. So it's not about nutrition, but it's about healthy eating and forming that relationship between you and your elder. And for caregivers, you need a guide. You need a guide. I didn't have a guide. I didn't have a support group to go to. So I just took that knowledge, and some days I would just cry, and I would write little things down that she liked and that she didn't like, and it's all in this book. So the next caregiver can read it, learn from it, grow upon it, and you will have a lasting memory of your loved one forever. And then you can take this book and pass it down. So this book is never going to go anywhere. This book will last forever because seniors, there's 10,000 seniors, you know, they're turning 65 a day. Seniors is the fastest growing population today. So we have to, this has to be a conversation that we have to continue to have about our seniors. Because I tell you, we're going to turn a senior, right? 65, we're going to be a senior. So if we don't start the conversations today, we are going to be at a loss.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions for Angela or Dennis? And just as a PS, Dennis, when we had a conversation on the phone, you were saying that you were looking for some people to work with you. Is that still the case, or your teams are?
Yes, I would say yes. I'm still working as much help as possible.
What are you looking for?
Basically, the responsibilities would just be, canvassing, surveying, just using your phone to interview people, knowing how to get releases signed, maybe people to help participate in the educational component for the first 2 Saturdays, the 8th and the 15th, anything in regards to leadership training, especially for it's basically college age level.